Good morning. Welcome to my channel. You're at Dinky Loves Bath and Body. And if you're just tuning in or this is your first time stopping by, this is a Bath and Body channel where I show you how I make my soap and I test out other recipes that I purchase. So I have found a wonderful place I just love on Etsy. It's DIY Bath and Body Shop. And I will leave a link in the description. It's not clickable. I've not reached 1,000 subscribers yet, so I cannot share clickable links. But we're well on our way with 80-something subscribers. And thank you all for subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me. Now, what we're making today is the DIY Solid Conditioner Bars. The last video I put up was of the shampoo bars. And so I thought I would share with you how I make the conditioner bars. Now, I cannot give you this recipe. This is a purchased recipe, but you can go and purchase this recipe. Okay, so we're going to get started. I've already got a few things in the pot. Now, I can share with you the fragrance oil that I'm using. And it is Honey Bunny from Nature's Garden Candles. And it has, I chose this fragrance oil because it has a very light, fresh, powdery clean fragrance scent. And I just thought that that would be something that a lot of people would like. I mean, if you were to choose blueberry, you have people who love blueberry and people who hate blueberry. If you were to choose strawberry, you have the same thing. Love Spell, one of my best sellers. But if I was to choose Love Spell, I do have customers and clients who despise Love Spell. It's not their thing. So I wanted to choose something that I thought everyone would like for this test batch. Now, when I make these to sell, I will make different fragrances. And I even do allow custom orders from my customers, and that seems to go just fine because most of the time with a custom order somebody else has asked for anyway, and so it works out great. So that is my fragrance oil, Honey Bunny. If you want to try that out from Nature's Garden Candles, I love their fragrance oils. They are perfect and just a good company to work with. Now, I also wanted to tell you that Sandra and Angie, that is who runs the DIY Bath and Body Shop on Etsy, have messaged me. And they like my videos, which I think is so sweet, and I appreciate it so much. And they have created a special coupon for my subscribers and those of you who watch my channel. If you are watching this video, you can use the coupon code DAWN20, that's DAWN 20, to save 20% on one recipe from them. And I think that is so awesome and sweet, and I just love working with them. And they didn't ask me to do this. I kind of just started doing this because I love to see visuals of recipes, and I thought this might help somebody. And if you know me, I like to be helpful. That's just my nature. But it's so nice of them to reach out to me and help me do this and help me to be even more helpful by offering you a cool coupon to save 20%. That's pretty big. I mean, that is awesome. So DAWN20 is the coupon code. I will not include it in the description. You have to watch the video to get the coupon code. That is DAWN20, DAWN20. Now, I am from the South, and we say dawn. I know some of you from up north say dawn and dawn, but I say dawn. So however you say it, it's still spelled the same. DAWN20, DAWN20. Coupon code. Can I get a yay? Hey, yay. We get a coupon code. Okay, that's so awesome. So right now we are putting our ingredients into this cute little bowl I got from the Dollar Tree. Only $1, just $1. Everything will go in here except for the preservative. And I may wait and add my fragrance oil after the heat up also. Now the recipe says to do this in a double boiler. I'm doing this in the microwave, slow 20-second burst first to see if that will work for me. If it will not work, I'll do the double boiler, but this makes it easier for me to video. Now one of these days, when my business picks up, I'm going to have a better camera. I'm also going to get me a little induction heater where I can heat up things right here on my table and show y'all the melting process. Okay, so this has a lot of ingredients. I've got a couple of them in there. I'm going to throw the next one in, and I am doing a 300-gram batch. I'm not doing a full batch. This recipe is so versatile. It gives you different amounts that you can do because you don't want to make a humongous bunch when you're just trying it out, right? And so that is another great aspect of Sandra and Angie's recipes, is that they give you options. If there is an ingredient that can be replaced with something else, they also tell you what you can replace it with if you don't have it. I mean, sometimes we just have certain things on hand and not other things. And I'm barely going to have enough of this ingredient. Time to order more. There is also another website called soapinventory.com, and it was invented by another soaper. He is the Melt and Pour King, and it is a great way to keep up with your ingredients and your recipes and what they cost. Just a good tool. Soapinventory.com. You can also find them on Facebook. I started out with him, so that website is always free to me. And that is just great. I don't know if it's still free. I don't know. And his name just escapes me right now. I'll find it and put it in the description. Just a very nice guy, and did a lot of work on that website just to help people. And I love helping people and giving back, don't you? God has been so good to me, and I want to be good to others. Okay, we're almost enough of this one. Now you're seeing the bowl, and I'm looking at the scale. And I hope y'all don't mind if I don't talk the whole time, because I need to concentrate. And tear it out in between each ingredient add. That way you'll be sure to get the correct amount. And when you're first making a product, you want to make sure you get the exact amount. That is very important. I cannot wait to use these. My hair is starting to turn gray. Now, I don't know if anybody else has this problem. And I don't dye my hair. My husband says we've been married for 27 years. And he says we're just growing old together. And he doesn't care if I let my hair go gray. Which is a good thing. But even if he did care, I don't care. Because I don't like to have to keep it up. I'm a low maintenance girl. I like just leaving myself the way God made me. Plain. And if you don't, that's your prerogative. I'm just saying for me. But the gray hair is so wiry and so hard to manage. It just is. And my hair is dry anyway. I've never had oily hair except when I was pregnant. For some reason, the hormone change caused my hair to get a little oily. I know there's a lot of things going in this pot. I know y'all are wondering, what are they? What is she putting in there? And some things I got too much of that one. Be careful, ladies. Be careful. I know what that one's for, so it probably won't hurt too much that I got too much in there. If you accidentally get too much of something, don't freak out. Don't throw your stuff away. This is a test batch. It's still going to be usable, most likely. So just be more careful next time. And go ahead and use it. It's not like you're selling the test batch. It's taken me a minute because some of these are new. Ugh. New containers. Okay, let's see. And this one's kind of full. I have a pipette, which I probably should be using. And I'm just setting things off to the side as I use them. Now, unfortunately, my scale does not have a point, whatever. I'm going to have to get another one that does. I got a KD 8000, and I thought it did, but it's not doing that for me, so. And some of these ingredients are not cheap, and so you want to make sure you do not put too much in there just so you get the full use out of them. And I hate when I drip them over the side. I hate wasting anything. A little about me. I started Dinky Loves back in 2016. And I think I really went, I don't want to say full-time with it, but really got into selling things in 2017. So I still have a fairly young company. And this is ballet slippers from Mad Micas, one of my favorite mica companies. Mad Micas ballet slippers. I love this pink. It's so pretty. So I'm going to double check and make sure I've got everything in my bowl. Yes, I do. And we will go melt this, and I will be right back to add my preservative and my fragrance. Okay, we're back. Now, I did this in the microwave at 30-second burst, and it's a little too hot for my preservative. When you use Liquid Germal Plus, your temperature needs to be below 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And I think that's 50 degrees Celsius. May be wrong. I don't do Celsius where I'm at. But we're going to let this cool down. And we can go ahead and add our fragrance oil, though. It will not hurt at all to add it at this temperature. Oh, I did that perfect. Now, only 2 ingredients did I barely go over on accident, but what they were, it's not going to change the composition of this at all. But try to be careful. Use pipettes, what I should be using. All my life I've been an eyeballer, or it's so hard to do things by exact numbers. I love to cook, and I probably was 30, well, maybe not 30, 27 years old before I used a measuring cup. I used a coffee cup to measure everything, and I just guessed. And everything turned out good, but my mother taught me that way, so I just had an eye for what was supposed to be what, I guess you could say. But you want this mixed very good. That fragrance oil brought the temperature down some, but we're still not quite there. So, we'll give this a minute to rest and scrape down the sides. Give this a minute to rest, and then we'll add that preservative. If you added it right now when it's too hot, it would not work. It would just be for nothing. There is another preservative, Odopin, I don't know how to say it. This one, this preservative, you can add this at hotter temperatures, but I don't want to work with that one in this recipe because I want to work with the other one. Okay, so we'll let that rest. Okay, now when I try to cool this down to a temperature to add my preservative, it is too cold and it gets too solid and I can't add it. So I reheated this a little bit, and I'm going to have to add a preservative that can stand up to hot temperatures, which actually does better with hot temperatures. Now, it may be because I used the microwave, which I had to for the video. I don't know. So the next batch, I will do it the double boiler style, like recommended in the recipe, and see if I get a different result. This is my test batch, though. As you remember, I'm learning. This is the first one that I have made, and you're seeing it live, uncut, because I don't know how to edit my videos. I downloaded an editor, and I don't understand how to reformat my videos. So my little tech-savvy son is going to come over here and help me do that. Now, I'm going to go give this another small zap to make sure it's all liquefied.